Hey, this is why I read the comments. I had a couple of people who was agreeing with me. Some people who were saying, they're two different games. Not disagreeing with me, just saying that they're kind of uncomparable or whatever the case may be. But this person in particular, shout out to this person. We're going to go through the comments. This is why Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is better than Sparking Zero. We're going to go straight through these comments. I agree with you, Sparking Zero, even though it's a fighting game, it's pretty much dead now. Do y'all see a lot of people playing it? I tried to still play it, but it's hard for me to play it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I remember how it was hyped up after 1 month. It is gone, yeah? While Kakarot might be a semi-open junior RPG game, I still play the main story plus DLCs even now, and it gives me peace. And I guess this is the first time to explore this kind of genre, which most people still adore. Most Dragon Ball games are all about fighting, which is true, but Kakarot showed us why a story-based Dragon Ball game works even now. And I was excited when he said that, because that's pretty much what I was alluding to. That's pretty much what I was saying. I was saying, like, bro, like, yeah, it's good that we got a fighting game with all the characters, because again, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot's downsides was it's not like a free battle type of thing. It's not online. You don't have every character, you know what I'm saying? But it's a story mode game. You get to actually feel certain things. You get to know what it's like to level up your character. You get to go through hard, intense fights that keep you playing for hours trying to beat the final boss like back in the day. You get what I'm saying? And Sparking Zero just didn't have that. It was just a bunch of characters, which was great that you got to fight. Even though, like I said, the attacks didn't look proper. Certain things in the game didn't look realistic. Again, I don't like to nitpick and try to shit on something that's new, because, people never give anything new a chance. But I honestly promise y'all I gave this a chance. But that gets to the next comment. After he said what he said, it shows that a story-based Dragon Ball game works even now. That is what ties you to it. When you watch Naruto, it's not just the fighting that tied you to Naruto. It's the lessons you got from it. It's the story that got you through it. So if you just put it as a fighting game, it's gonna die quickly. Because if you just make it online fighting and stuff, there's not that zeal and that passion to keep going isn't gonna be there. Because at the end of the day, Dragon Ball Z is a story-based show. It's a story-based anime series. You get what I'm saying? And I get there's some people who aren't a fan of hearing the same story over and over. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that part. But my thing was, hey, do the super part. How Kakarot did that, where they have Vegeta and Goku both reach Super Saiyan Blue, the DLCs and stuff. Do that part. Like, make it like Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, how you did the Dragon history. Add the Super Dragon history now. You know what I'm saying? Have we had a game that had that yet? I don't think we've had that, unless if I'm mistaken. Add that and add certain things. I know it's hard to constantly make something new that's been around since what? Tenkaichi 3 dropped what, 2007? Dragon Ball Z Budokai dropped 2002? So it's hard. It's 20-some years. It's hard to, I understand that, but I just didn't think they tried with Sparking Zero. But what he even said, most Dragon Ball games are all about fighting, which is true. But Kakarot showed us why a story-based game works even now. Let me go to another comment. So I saw a shorts video of some dude saying that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot was impossible. I think he was fighting Raditz. As I said in the first video, everybody knows the struggle of fighting Raditz, and then Majin Buu, the other ones, etc. Right? Somebody in the comments told him who's going to tell him about Kid Buu, because everybody know Kid Buu was tough to beat. You know what I'm saying? And bro under his comment said, bro, Majin Buu was level 67. My Gohan was level 56. I used 8 Sensu beans. And that's what I'm talking about. You know how many fights he probably played? What he had to do to even get 8 Sensu beans? That's my point. It's the connection you had trying to beat that final boss. Constantly. Like, it's the connect, like, you sitting there for hours. You sitting there like, bro, what the fuck, how'd I lose? Oh my gosh, this game is cheating. It's those type of things where you say the game is cheating. When you're complaining about how it's not fair, you know how many times you have to play to say, bro, they're cheating, bro. How am I supposed to win? How can I win if one attack does that? You know how many times you have to play to discover that? And how many, bro, 9 times out of 10, when you say you done playing, you're not even done playing. You play another 8 to 10 times before you just maybe give up for that day and then try again tomorrow, or try again in about a couple hours. That's what I mean. Like, it's the time you spend. People are still posting gameplays of Kakarot. I seen a full 18-hour gameplay a year ago. Kakarot came out when? Bro posted a whole gameplay. Kakarot came out it's been over, that video on YouTube says a year ago. When did Kakarot came out? Way longer than a year ago. People are still buying it and playing it. That's my point. It's always the longevity of the game. Not being here for a couple months then you stop playing. Everything is about longevity. That's why you still see people playing Buddha. Some people are just nostalgic demons and shit, but there's people who are still playing Budokai 3 gameplay, still doing this, still posting that. Longevity matters in everything. You play sports, business, how long you last in something matters. Somebody said Deborah is hard too. Gohan versus, like, bro, literally, like, you had to, it's these bosses that you have to beat is, for one, gave you that kid-like energy. Not saying we need to search for that, but it does feel good to have it. You know, it made you put hours into the game to do what you could to level up your player. Especially like I said, when you're fighting Whis, the shit you have to do to beat Whis, to beat level 200 Whis, the training, because you can't, I don't think you can you use sensu beans in that? I don't think you can use sensu beans for real in that, can you? I forget. I gotta go play that again. But that one, bro, literally, you're doing any and everything to level up your player. You put in so much work and so much hours into the game, and that's what I mean when I say that it was better. Yeah, they're two different style of games. This one is as somebody in the comment section said, you know, me and him had a good back and forth, or a good conversation, pretty much saying that it's pretty much preference. Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero is pretty much a battle royale game, or just like not a battle royale, but like a fighter game, like arena fighting game type of shit. Like, it's not Kakarot, where Kakarot's more based on the story and has bosses and stuff like that. You know, it's a little bit different, so it's hard to compare them. And then here comes this one. This is the gameplay video I was talking to y'all about. Somebody said, imagine this story style with Sparking Zero gameplay mechanics. Instant game of the year. And I couldn't agree more. People was like, bro, this is actually a good idea. Okay, you may prove with your food dish. What the fuck? I was just thinking this. Because Sparking Zero, like I said, had the characters. You know what I'm saying? It just, some attacks didn't look realistic. There were times where you could rush somebody who's on the ground, which I don't understand that. The energy blast, the clashing it looked weird. The clashing was always in the same. If you watch videos, I seen somebody point that out. The clashing was literally, if I unlocked the final shine attack and you were cooler and unlocked the supernova attack, we would be in the air clashing even though we were on the ground. The sound effects weren't there with the underwater jumping, flying. You know what I'm saying? You could only have aura around you when you were at full power. Granted, Kakarot was like that too, but Kakarot was just different, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Kakarot, like, even when you train, I don't know, Kakarot was different, bro. Kakarot was different. But yeah, if you gave Sparking Zero that story style, bro, it would be the way better game. Way better, because more people are gonna. Yeah, you would still have the issues as far as like the sound effects and certain how realistic attacks looked, but more people forget it. Like, when you in life, people forget about certain things when they see certain things. So if you gave Sparking Zero Kakarot story style of gameplay, you wouldn't remember as much. You may have a few people who are just experts who point it out, but more people wouldn't be realizing the same things. Because before I even watched videos on YouTube, I'm like, wait, how come underwater you don't hear nothing? Or how come, wait, since when can I be on the ground and I still get hit with a rush attack? Or since when can I be already punching and they rush me and they don't get punched? I get hit with their rush attack. Like, when was that a thing? You know what I'm saying? You may be able to point those out, but it wouldn't be as bad. You know what I'm saying? So I think that comment alone, if you gave, bro, Sparking Zero that story style of gameplay, it would be a much better game. He said game of the year. I wouldn't even say that. Actually, I take that back, but it would be a much better game. Much better game. You know? And going back to what I said, hold on, let's go back to the reply. I pretty much said, because I didn't read my reply to the other dude when he said that a story-based Dragon Ball game works even now. I pretty much said, you nailed it. The longevity of the game is I meant top tier. I don't know why it says 2 tier or top tier. That's what I meant. DBZ series can't just be fight alone. An RPG will, what the fuck? Oh, an RPG will have it relevant and still being played, considering there's so many avenues in the game, from DLCs, leveling up your player, and unlocking new moves. That's literally, it's about keeping people playing. Sparking Zero died so fast. Everybody was like, I mean, I like people are playing it. Like, we love how many characters there are. That's the beauty of it. The characters, battle, like even certain battle locations, like why can't we fight in space? You know, like, why can't we destroy the planet? Like, why do only certain moves, like, you know, destroying the planet off a super attack was way more common in other games than this one, you know? So it's the little things that make the game, bro, because again, those certain things is what's going to separate the game from other games. That's why everybody loves Budokai 3. Everybody loves Tenkaichi 3. Some people don't like it, but we're gonna go off majority. Majority of people love Budokai 3, Budokai Tenkaichi 3. A lot of people love Budokai Tenkaichi 2. They just said it was a little long with the story, so they kind of trimmed it up in Tenkaichi 3, you know. But that's my take. These comments is literally what I was saying, like literally what I was trying to say in that video. So hopefully we explained the good in this video. I didn't want to make this video too long for y'all. I got different videos coming for y'all, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all like this video and if you agree with what I said or disagree, hit the comment section. Let's talk about it. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you're new, man. We are here to stay, not for a good time, but for a long time, man. And I'm gone. Appreciate all the love, man.